Yet another disconnection. I'm gonna have a fun time stitching all these videos together when it comes to actually putting a highlight, assuming I can stitch them all together. So it was 45 minutes this time. Okay. Oh, that's trying to... Okay, yeah, I'm live again. Fine, we'll carry on. Very annoying. Right, here's the death route. I think this is another one that takes you to a level exit when you're done, so... we will be having suicide at the end of this. I think the sliding platforms are high enough to count as not drowning if you stun them when the water level rises. Oh, fucking hell. One was I fell short of landing on that platform that I wanted, and then if you're partially submerged in the water, it slows down your movement speed, so that threw me off my second attempt to actually jump into it. Oh, that nearly went bad. Right, play it safe. Right, there's a bit of a lip there that you can stand on even when the platform's out. I forgot about that. Get the blue gem. Don't leave the level. Oh, come on. I will say, the water effects have always been fairly impressive in this game for a PlayStation 1 game. I mean, clearly they're not physics-based, but they do a good job, really. Constant water sound effects do get tedious though. There we go, and all done. That one took me a fair bit longer than I expected. Oh well. And we can now go look at Sphinxinator. Which is tricky from the off, because if you come back this way, there's 4 boxes back here. So the left path doesn't contain any boxes. It's kind of a challenge route that ends up having, I think, 4 lives at the end of it as a reward for doing it. But given that we're after gems, we will be taking the right-hand path, which has the boxes we want. Now I'll admit I'm not much of a historian, but I don't think the Egyptians had flamethrowers. I'm open to being corrected on that one. I mean, arguably it doesn't matter whether or not the Egyptians had flamethrowers because A, this is a video game, it's not exactly going for historical accuracy, and B, even if it were, you do also have the fact that pretty much every character in these history portions, and the future portions for that matter, that you encounter is actually a well, it turns out an android created by Cortex to be a opponent to you. Yeah, well, there's not much point breaking these because we're going to be suiciding at the end of this blue gem route anyway, so... so this blue gem route has some checkpoint boxes that are steel checkpoint boxes, which means they don't count towards your box total. You kind of want to avoid those if you're going for the box gem in the same run, because if you don't, you then get trapped in this route. But if you ignore them, you respawn at the bottom of these stairs. It's a relatively short run back to the blue gem path anyway. Does mean you have to replay more of the blue gem path every time you take a death. But as I said, it's what enables you to get both gems in one run. I've done enough casual playthroughs of the Crash games. I'd quite like to do a speedrun of them. I did, like, probably a year or 2 ago, do a test run of Crash 2 on Insane Trilogy. That didn't put me bottom of the leaderboard had I submitted it, but didn't put me in good standing. But a lot of what puts me off a lot of the time is the movement tech. It's just, I don't want to have to learn to do shit like hop sliding or neutral slide spins or neutral slide jumps or anything like that. It's just not something I'm interested in doing, really. I mean, I get why they're relevant techniques. It's just I don't like the idea of having to like claw my hand and do some obscure shit to put in good times for a game. Which is unfortunately the case for speedrunning lots of games. You know, speedrunning tech is a thing, and it's a legitimate thing that is a perfectly valid thing to have skill gating on. You know, I'm not saying, oh, they shouldn't be using tech in speedruns. Like, yes, of course they should. It just puts me off learning to speedrun games that are games that I would otherwise be interested in speedrunning. And I get it, like, going for world record is not the be-all and end-all. I'm not sat here saying like, oh, if I was going to speedrun a game, I'd need to be speedrunning and aiming for world record. What I will say is that I would want to be knowing that what I was doing was actually competitive with other players, not just being some prat that's tagging along and just not engaging with, you know, best practice for actually putting in competitive times in the first place. Okay. Right, what have we got next? Bye Bye Blimp. So this is the first plane level. This is the one that I said will undoubtedly not take very long at all. Oh. I'm receiving a phone call. Alright, sorry about that. Let's crack on. So, plane level, you can barrel roll with square button. Barrel rolling makes it so that if you're